Hey guys, welcome back. I'm out in the panel shop today and I'm going to ask Bill a couple questions about what we're building right here. And take a look at this. All these little things right here that you see all the way down, and this is just half of the panel, by the way, are relays. And Bill, tell me what this panel is going to be for.
This is a 6-circuit meter room panel, and it will be for linemen to train doing meter work.
So he said this is a 6-circuit meter room panel, and what this panel is used for is you can have meter sockets set up, right? So any voltage you want, whether it's 120, 208, 120, 240 with a high leg, delta 240, 480, single phase, it doesn't matter. And this panel would feed into there, and there's going to be an integrative touchscreen. So what we'll be able to do is set some load side faults on the panel, any type of load side fault you want. We can also backfeed the load side. We can move the high leg around. We can change the rotation. We can do all these things to set up a situation that you can otherwise would see out in the field. And we can say, make sure that this meter can has clockwise rotation, that there's no issues prior to plugging this meter in. And if you plug the meter in, obviously when there's an issue, then it just trips out. So this is a pretty cool system setup to teach linemen how to properly test a meter can before plugging in a meter. And I don't know about you guys that are watching, but I've had some pretty close calls over the years with a meter can. I can tell you a story on one of them. I checked down in the basement. I looked to make sure the main breaker was off, that the panel cover was on. It all looked good. And walked back outside, took a continuity test, and it beeped. So I went back in, looked, and I thought, maybe there's something wrong with my continuity tester. I went back out, took another test, it didn't beep. And I thought, the tester was just acting funny. Another guy walked down in that basement. He said, hey man, you might want to come look at this. Well, I don't know what happened, if the electrician didn't get paid or what, but somebody went in and cut the service entrance cable above the panel, a foot out of it. And that little tiny beep that I got was an indication that something was wrong. When I went back and looked at my tester later, the lead had pulled out just enough not to make contact. So, and this is years and years ago, there was not actually an incident there. But a lot of arc flashes in the industry come from meter cans themselves. It's a lot more dangerous than people think. There's nowhere for that arc flash to go except right out in your face if you're standing in front of it. So this is a good piece of equipment to teach guys how to properly test meters for everything that you're going to see out in the field prior to plugging a meter in.